Rice, let's stop. Who's this knucklehead right here? Is that Daddy Rice?
That's Daddy Rice.
Last time on part 1 of All City Wrestling, the world nearly imploded when we introduced you to Daddy Rice and his cauliflower ear. What surprises will part 2 All City Wrestling have in store for you? Curse you, Daddy Rice! Hard cut, establishing shot, interior low-level floor angle, fade in the graphic, load high energy music, ready quick action montage, and roll quick action montage. Always in purple with a little orange today, Galileo's Israel Velasquez makes his move. But the Washington Eagle, Mohammed Abu Zaid, uses it to his advantage, turns it into an asset in the 144-pound division. And now the two are engaged in a double lobster claw grip hold lockdown until Mohammed rolls over the top, maintains his hold, and Velasquez is in real danger now. But somehow the Lion finds the will to almost turn the tables. But almost ain't enough when it comes to this Mohammed kid. Bam! Out by you! Game over! 144's Mohammed Abu Zaid, All City Gold.
What about like throughout the year, all the work that you've put in? Is that harder than the match itself?
Coach in our room, he makes it way harder than the matches. The matches where you get it done, that's where the hard work is really shown.
And when they raised your hand today, what was that feeling like?
Top of the world. I feel like everything that I've worked hard for has really paid off, and I get to go to state.
Here's the story. 150 LB category. Eagle Logan Ewan in gray. Mustang Lamont Green shoots and gets a hold of a leg, but Logan just collapses on top of him to thwart that effort. And after some muscling and tussling, it's Ewan who gains the upper hand and is able to maneuver to the top spot, gaining points in the process. In this exchange, Lamont is the aggressor again, but Raiden is just too crafty. He manages to lock up the neck and the leg, maintaining the upper hand in this contest. Raiden almost gets the pin. Lamont avoids that, but still is behind on points into the final round. Ewan continues to treat Lamont rudely, but there is no quit ever in Lamont Green. He manages the escape and immediately attacks again. The two combatants continue to combat up until the moment when that final whistle is blown. Excitest, the mostest, slap hands with your coaches. Logan, 150's All City Champion. The 157's locking horns. The great Cameron Beck Ibatoff in the darker uniform. Nabil Elmar Safawi grabs a hold of his leg and refuses to let go. He kicks him in his nuts, and that'll bring any man to the ground. And now he's got his arm in an arm thingy and his head in an equally torturous hold. Nabil shooting out to the lead at the end of the first round. Round 2, Ibatoff goes for broke, but El Marsafawi is elusive and quick and all other kind of adjectives. Cameron Beck Ibatoff runs track, plays football, and wrestles. He's an 11th grader, so he'll be back again next year to give it another shot. This match belongs to Washington's Nabil El Marsafawi, who wins on points and is now headed to the California State Tournament.
How did you pull off the victory? What do you think was key?
Well, I was looking like hella tired, and I couldn't really turn him on top, so like I'll just be like riding him out, and then like I'll take him down once he gets back up, and I just did that until I got the tech. I'm like calm in my matches. I wrestle in the room, and I feel the exact same way in the room as I wrestle out in my matches. I'm like calm, relaxed, so I don't really get like stressed out, start overthinking, and start panicking. So I'm just calm the whole time.
What qualities are important to be a great wrestler?
I say the biggest quality is actually enjoying doing it.
How can one person possibly like all the pain that you go through?
You gotta like wrestling more than you like the pain, you know what I'm saying?
Where is the joy in the wrestling? Is it pinning the other man, or is it the whole dang process?
It's the whole dang process. I say my favorite part is hitting clean takedowns. Hitting takedowns is hella fun for me. I just like it. It's fun for me.
Moving on up to the 165s, it's the Raiden Ewan doing his thing, locking horns in the middle of the ring. Lincoln's Branson Hun is just a ninth grader, and it's a tremendous accomplishment for him just to make it this far. He picks up a point when he unchains himself from the stronghold. Raiden shows off his elasticity and elusiveness as he avoids his opponent, spins, and winds up on top. In this exchange, the kid Branson has enough determination and skill to unfetter himself and collect another point. But most of the points belong to Ewan, who comes out on top, literally and figuratively, in this little do-si-do. But simply winning on points just ain't in the cards for the 11th grader from Washington. He smells blood. That's cause he's probably making the other dude bleed. He smothers his man like a boa constrictor until the inevitable is inevitably inevitized. Raiden Ewan with the pin and the win. Raise the hand, 2026 All City Gold. Peace, brother. Josiah Patton, Lincoln, Makita Sorenchenko, Washington, and over they go. In the 175 weight class, Sorenchenko, 2 points for the reversal as the battle rages on. Josiah, behind on points, finds himself in an advantageous position that he takes advantage of. He puts him in the alligator death roll and then gets on top and smothers the man with all his might. And try as he might, the 11th grader from Washington is not able to extricate himself from the situation. Josiah Patton at the 175 weight class is the class of the field.
I saw that I was down, and I knew I had to do something. Either I pinned him or, I don't know, I lost.
Why is it important to win?
I feel like it makes me better as a person, a wrestler, a scholar, and I just feel like wrestling helps with everything. It helps with your confidence. I don't know, it's a very good sport.
Tell me about your team, your coaches, your teammates. How do they support you and how do you support them?
We all show up to every match, every tournament. We're all as loud as we can be. We're always trying to help our teammates in the mat room, during practice, at tournaments, at dual meets. We're just trying to better each other to be the best versions of ourselves.
Locking horns, cracking toes, grommet. We are moving on up in a big time way. 190-pound gladiators, Jaden Sue in purple, Matthew Reyes in gray. Slippery little devils are they. When one seems to have the upper hand, the other seemingly grabs the upper hand back until vice versa happens again. Just when Jaden seems to have him, Matthew pulls that rabbit out of a hat. And now Jaden is in one serious pickle. Matthew tries to rip his arm from the shoulder joint. Matt presses down with the entirety of his being. That's the pin and the win. Reyes wears the crown as he is the king of the 190 pounds. 217s hit the mat and Lowell's Maxim Laszlo is a beast. With force and brutality, he puts his shoulder into the gut of Lincoln's Matthew Chirino. Max has got him, and he's got no plans of letting him go. In fact, his plans are of a much more devious variety. Still in round one and working off that initial move, Max puts all the pieces of this puzzle together. He puts his knee there, he smushes the man's head, he grabs his arm and rolls him over. And all of this adds up to just one thing, a most convincing first round pin. Max Laszlo gets his hand raised in triumph as he earns All City Gold for the second year in a row. And now, in our final bout, this is what it's all about. The Unlimiteds, the pride of Burton High, Isaac Lee, taking on Lincoln's Angel Vasquez. Isaac tries to rip him to the ground, but it's Angel who slips the hold, winds up on top, and earns 2 points while doing it. So far in this year's All-City Tournament, only 3 schools have taken home a first place prize. All of them west of the Peaks, Lincoln, Washington, and Lowell. But in our final match of the day, Burton's Isaac Lee intends on changing all that. Win one for the Pumas, baby! Still in round one, Angel finds himself in a precarious predicament as Isaac rubs his nose in the mat. Oh, the horror! Oh, the humanity! Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. With the armbar firmly in place, he negotiates the leverage to tumble the man over. The Puma suffocates him and in so many ways is being rude and disrespectful. I do not like this wrestling Sam I am. Slap the mat, Isaac Lee, All City Gold. And the 11th grader has a chance to make it 3 in a row when he's back for more action in 2027.
If I'm not mistaken, you were trailing. What was your mindset? Like, how did you overcome that?
You gotta be the one who wants to win this game. You just gotta focus on that winner's mentality, just to get all that mindset, just to focus and focus on every move that you practice on. And then wrestling takes a lot of process just to be better at it.
What's it gonna take for you to keep on getting better?
Keep that conditioning up and just put that hard work in.
Conclusion. That concludes this regularly scheduled program, All City Wrestling 2026. Roll the mats, fold the chairs. Where is the love? Here is the love. Everything up. We are growing up city. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. One last piece of important business to take care of.
Please subscribe to Growing Up City. Help the sports for San Francisco.
Great job, Neil. See you next time.